All right, so in this meal, we're gonna show you how to do a tuna steak with green beans and coconut oil. Amazing, amazing dish. I really, really like this one. It's super quick, super easy, and super delicious as well. So what you're going to do is you can steam your vegetables if you have a traditional steamer. I don't at my current place. So what I do is I'll just take a pan, heat it up. I'm gonna take my organic coconut oil, okay? Take a tablespoon of this, fill that up with a tablespoon, and then I put that onto that. That is on high heat, so it is gonna melt pretty much right away. I really like coconut oil because it cooks at a very high cooking point. It also tastes pretty good as well. I really like butter to cook with as well, but sometimes butter will burn and then it makes cooking difficult. Coconut oil doesn't really burn, so it's great for that. Okay, then I will take my frozen green beans. I get these in bulk. It's the best, most cost-efficient way to do this. If you're buying your green beans like fresh every time you go to the grocery store, they're not gonna be as good and they're probably gonna cost you a lot more. So what I will do here is I will weigh out 150 grams of this. So I'm gonna get my bowl, put it on my scale, okay? So you scale it out. And you're gonna add this until you have your 150, that's 92, 105, 133, take a couple out, 150, okay? So now, toss that into the pan. All right, you hear that sizzle. Give it a little shake so it's all over there and the oil gets all over it, okay? Then, what you're gonna do to steam it is you're gonna take a little bit of water, have the lid ready, okay? Steam that, and then you steam that, okay? And you're gonna do that until the green beans get soft, okay? Then I like to be efficient as I do it. Jen and I have a saying called clean as you go, all right? So you don't have a big mess at the end, you clean as you go, all right? So while that's steaming, what can I do in the meantime to be quick and efficient? I think a lot of people hate meal prep because it's so messy. They do all their meal prep and then they have a ton of dishes to do at the end. Whereas if you can be efficient and clean as you're doing it, it's gonna be a lot simpler, okay? Then I have my nice tuna steak here, all right? So that is about an 8-ounce tuna steak. When you cook it, it shouldn't shrink too much because there's not a lot of fat. It's pretty lean, okay? So with this tuna steak, I like mine pretty rare. Like I'm just gonna throw it in the pan, wait for the bottom to brown a little bit, and then you're gonna flip it again, wait for the brown to, and then you see all the side here, instead of pink, this will go like a white, kind of like brownish color, but the middle will still be that nice red in the middle, and it's really, really good. Some people don't like it that raw. I love it raw, okay? It's really, really nice. You just wanna cook the outside, just make sure you don't get sick. You could technically eat this raw, but I don't. I just like to cook it a little bit. You can add soy sauce to this. You can add an oyster sauce to this, green onion. But again, these are meant to be like quick, easy meals. So I just put a shit ton of salt on there. Green beans, these are coming along. They're pretty much almost done. Okay, that's how fast it is, right? I've been talking for like a minute. This is almost done. Okay, now to get that water out of there, we're gonna turn these up on high. Okay, and then I'm gonna shimmy these off to the side. Okay, we do one take Drake in this, one take Sean, okay? Boom, shimmy all that off to the side here. Okay. While that's going, I add salt to the green beans as well. People get scared of salt. You want a lot of salt. Salt helps you with your contractions in the gym, helps you with your electrolytes, helps prevent you from being thirsty, keeps you hydrated. You can drink water all day long. If you don't have enough electrolytes, you're gonna struggle, okay? Okay, notice, this is on high. You're getting that steam, all that water is coming out of there, so you're not having a wet meal. It's just been nicely steamed, okay? So now I'm gonna take my salmon piece here. I'm gonna lodge that in there. Okay. And I'm gonna let that cook, okay? So I'm gonna pause the video here so you guys don't have to watch me do this. But basically it'll be on here for like maybe a minute, 2 minutes at most. I'll flip it over, do the same thing. I don't like to do stuff like, hey, cook this for this amount of time. As you get more proficient at cooking, you have to just watch your food. You shouldn't be cooking and like doing some other stuff. You know, you have to focus on what you're doing. Stay in front of your meal. I can already see at the very, very bottom of that, it's starting to brown. It's starting to get like that darker color. I will watch that like a hawk until it goes up to about the quarter to halfway line. I'll flip it over and you do the same thing. You don't want to go around, walk something. That's an expensive piece of meat. That's going to cost you like $8 for just that one meal. You don't want to walk away, burn it, and ruin it. Same thing with steak, same thing with chicken. A lot of people complain, you know, chicken is so tough, it's so hard to eat. You probably just overcook it. If you cook chicken right, it should be juicy, it should be tender, it should be flavorful. You just have to season it right, okay? So we are getting to that point now. I might just stay on this one take because I am so entertaining, all right? So like I said, cleaning as you go. So I'm gonna start putting the oil back where the oil goes. I'm gonna put my scale away. I'm gonna put my salt away. I'm gonna put these green beans away. Okay, and now we wait, okay? So it's almost done there. I would leave that for probably like another minute or so, all right? So this is on like a medium-high heat. The green beans now, they're done. They're just chilling there off to the side. I'm worried about the tuna. I wanna make sure I get a good flip on the tuna because tuna can flake, and if you rip it, again, you kind of ruin your meal. So make sure you do it proper, get a nice thing. When you're cooking, use wood, don't use plastic items because that will go into your pan. I don't even really like to use this pan because you get like the toxins and stuff from the pan. Try to use a cast iron pan when you can. Because those non-stick ones, they have like some toxic shit in it. But we're not perfect, so we don't do it every single time, but we try to, okay? So that's getting there. See, I fucked it up. Okay. The old trick too, you can do it up on the side of the pan, boom, flip it over, okay? This is the color you're looking for, all right? See how the side is pink? You're gonna see that side is pink. Okay, we're gonna wait for the bottom now to be this color, okay? And then it will still be pink in the middle. Depending how you like it, you might find that when you're doing this, it's a little cool in the middle. It should be a little bit cool in the middle, but hot on the outside. I like to, like, as soon as this is done, I eat it right away. Because if it gets cool, then it doesn't taste the best. All right, so again, wait this out for like a minute or two. I'm watching it, I'm making sure that it doesn't, you know, burn or overcook because then it tastes kind of gross and you've wasted a good quality meat, okay? When it's flipped, I'll usually add a little bit more salt as well. A little bit, a lot. What's a little bit of salt between friends? You know what I mean? All right. Okay, so that's getting to the point where it's almost done. I am gonna pause this now, and then I'll show you the inside of the finished product, all right? Stay tuned. All right, so we are just about done here. I wanna show you kind of what that looks like, all right? So one side, you can kind of see the pink in the middle. This side, it looks pretty much done, and on this final side, it's cooked through. I'll leave this for probably like 20 more seconds, so it's not like too raw. And then when I'm gonna cut into it, you'll see it should be like cooked on the outside, and then like a beautiful pink raw on the inside, and it's so good. Again, you can cook this all the way through if you want. Like if you're a big baby and you can't handle raw, that's fine. You can do it however you like. But I'm just telling you how I like to cook things, okay? But as you can see, this meal has taken like 10 minutes. It's delicious, it's quick. So when you say, you know, meal prepping takes a lot of time, I can't eat healthy, it takes so much time, that's just excuses, that's BS. It really doesn't take that long. It's just quick, simple, easy. And I'm gonna get my nice steak knives that I got for Christmas. Okay, boom. I get the fork that I like, okay? Get these nice steak knives. All right, take this, boom, fish it out onto the pan. Don't worry about that pun, fish it out, All right, okay. I'm not about all presentation. You're not gonna get presentation in this cooking program, okay? This is for performance and for utility, all right? You are not going to get performance here, all right? But you will get tasty, amazing food and all the tips that you really need without the fluff, all right? That is a juicy piece of meat. Enjoy that, take your time. Oh, phenomenal, if I do say so myself. All right, thank you very much. That is the tuna steak with green beans and coconut oil. Super high protein, that's like 50 grams of protein right there. So enjoy, comment, let me know how you like this one. See you on the next one.